Yeah, hello and welcome to this video. What do we get? No Banco. Yeah, people don't want to have it on the board, yeah. So let's see. This is a line which netted me lots of good positions. F3, bishop d6, the thing. I lost a very painful game against Julian Hodgson, but the position itself was pretty good that I got. So what here? Was it castles or was it b5? I think it was b5. Yeah, there was this wacky check line. Yeah. Takes e6, takes e6, e5, queen h4 check, g3, queen b4 check. Woo! Let's see if I get that. When I was playing Hodgson, I had forgotten about it, but let's see what bcnv is playing. Not so clear what white should do here. Knight c3, I'm playing b4, attacking the knight again. And in general, I mean, this is a very unconventional position. White has no development whatsoever and pretty weak dark squares like e3. But on the other hand, black's bishop on c8 looks weird. Cannot do much, and I have b5 out. It's a pretty weird position, very non-standard. So yeah, takes and e5 is critical. He does not play that. So now I can at least castle. But I wonder if I have something else. The check is not doing all that much. If I take d5, queen takes. This is not good. Yeah, knight c4 is interesting, maybe. But okay, I'm just castling. That cannot be bad. Really, like completely bad. Now this is, what is the point here? You want to go to a4, really? He wants to go to a4. Not something that looked particularly desirable to me. So if I go queen to a5, he's going to play b6, b3. The capture on e6 is also on. I would definitely like to take on d5 sometime. I wonder, just queen c7 maybe. But that's a bit of a lame move. Now the knight on a5 is really offside. But okay, c4 is not a good idea. How do I get him to take on e6, or that I can take on d5 with him having to take with the pawn? This would be great to get in. I can play knight a6, potentially knight to c7. Yeah, but do you want to play knight? Or some bishop b7, like queen c7, bishop b7. He has e5, but I don't think this is so great. After e5, knight f5, knight e3 is always an issue. Yeah, as I said, it's a pretty difficult position, very difficult to judge, because it's so unusual. Well, we both have, after 10 moves, spent like 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes. So what is he up to? Most normal looking move, let's say, is probably knight to g3, trying to develop the bishop. But it's not quite clear if normal is doing the job here. And now he can maybe go e5. I should have thought about that a moment. maybe I can, no. Well, okay, now I can take. This should be quite nice now. The d5 pawn looks somewhat isolated. So I can go queen to a5 and then potentially c4. Yeah, still. Do I want to trade here? But then I can actually, I'm taking too long here. Knight a6, c7 I can play. This is actually quite nice. Maybe he has knight b2, knight c4. Yes, he has that. Okay. Yeah, knight b2 now. Knight c7, knight c4 is probably okay. Yeah, that's okay for white. But he probably should do that, or maybe he can play with knight e4 somehow. Like knight e4. And yeah, I think this is a good choice. He should do this. Knight c4 now. And if I take now, bishop takes. Maybe I can go bishop a6. I can check first actually. This is quite nice. I can check first. He takes with the pawn. Okay. Interesting move. Didn't have it on the radar. Okay, first of all, I'm going to do this and limit his knight. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have played d6. Keep d6 open from my knight. Yeah. Anyway, as I said, this is a tough, unconventional position. The queen, my king position is a little bit shaky here. Oh, yeah. It's a bit shaky. My queen is not helping here. Can I somehow... Queen a4, queen d7, yeah, this is dangerous. Or queen via b2, can I do this? b2 to g7. Ooh. At least clockwise, I'm not in such a bad shape. I wonder if he should take on e8 here. My queen now is ready to return. Oh, that looks... He wants to go to f4, okay.
Time warning.
Okay, let's bring this back. If I can trade some stuff, I think I'm fine. The general structure is okay for me.
Check.
Is that good? Queen to e5? I don't know. That could be weak. But I can get to d6 and play bishop a6. Okay, that I'm happy with. But where do I go now? Knight to b6, bishop to a6. You can go knight f3, d2, but oh no, I have to cover that.
Check.
I probably should have taken the a pawn. It would have been a bit more helpful.
Check.
Okay.
Check. White resigns.
Yeah. Maybe I was in trouble there. It looked a little bit It looked shaky. It looked shaky. Yeah, very unconventional game coming from this line. Bishop d6 takes e4 and b5. Yeah, something that I mentioned was this. This happened to me recently, and I against Julian Hodgson, and I forgot about that I have to check here on h4. Yeah, I played something when I was that left me a pawn down, knight c4 or something.
Check.
I have to play this. It's an important thing to remember. This is covering this pawn actually, and leads to some crazy complications. Okay, knight e2. I went castles here, and he went to a4. This surprised me, but maybe he kind of has to do it. Yeah, here I spent lots of time. Well, this is ridiculous. 1.5 minutes. Yeah, sometimes what I do is weird. Yeah, anyway, queen c7 is not a bad move, but there were many opportunities. I can do this, but I wasn't, first of all, I mean, he can play this move, but I wasn't sure what happens after that. Yeah, this doesn't look clear to me at all. Okay, queen c7 is not bad. Bishop b7, and now I got to take here, which felt like an accomplishment to me, because the pawn is something that I can maybe attack, and I don't see his pieces being placed particularly well, like this here. But I mean, my pieces also are weird. So now this, and knight a6 to c7, knight b2, and knight c7, knight c4. Yeah, the computer is basically, at least after a short calculation, agreeing with both sides play. It gives me a slight advantage. f5. Yeah, I think this is a move that I somehow have to play in the near future. If he gets to f5 or to e4. Okay, this is given by the engine. That also probably is okay, because I mean, now this can be answered with f5, and I'm winning tempi here. Like, goes back, I go here. That is maybe better a little bit. d6. Yeah, this is not liked by the computer, and yeah, this is true. I can do this here. I can bring the queen back this way, and then maybe I am slightly more comfortable, as the engine suggests, as this can be attacked with a knight to d6 and a bishop to a6. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's basically equal according to the computer, but it's an important idea here. I only later realized when I was played a d6 play that my queen cannot come back easily. And here with queen to b6, this is happening a little bit quicker. Yeah, this looks dangerous now with the offside queen. Rook e1, the engine wants to start with this one. Yeah, I mean, little nuances here can make a big difference, because the question is, can I get this back somehow on time or not? If I'm, yeah, the engine's evaluation is going up. This is not good now. This is not good now. This also introduces the idea of a3, which is, I think, quite important. Yeah, engine, knight e8, a3. Why can I not just recapture? This is good for white. Probably, yeah. This is just so badly placed. I mean, normally, yeah, you would assume that this should be good, yeah, with the pawns, knight maybe to c5, and those pieces look stupid. But I'm just losing the a pawn here. I mean, you can just double on it, so that's not good at all. Now here white is seriously better. So queen d2 was probably just quicker, yeah, putting more pressure on me quicker. Bishop c8. Yeah, this looks logical. That bishop is protecting against potential sacrifices. h4. And now I try to bring the queen around like that. Yeah, the computer wants to play rook e to b1. Yeah, I kind of suspected that this might be an idea. I felt like if he does that, I wanted to do this and come back like this. But he has a3. Yeah. I'm in trouble here. I'm just in trouble. Queen a3 was probably wrong then. The engine wants to take.
Check.
And knight to white to where a8. Yeah, that looks ridiculous, but this is a good square actually later to attack the pawn. If I get back here and I'm not checkmated, I'm okay, but I might get checkmated. I still don't like this position, even though the engine gives white only a slight edge. And the way it turned out, here I'm okay, I think. He is not mating me anymore. My queen is back. And
check.
And here,
check.
This ending can only be better for black. Tricky is, however, now. I wasn't sure about queen to e5 because of the trade. Oh, queen g5 was actually stronger. Ah, okay. Wow, that was really strong. He attacks this and he has those ideas. Wow. Yeah, okay. That I completely did not have on the radar. I should play just a normal move, let's say. I have the somewhat better pawn structure, so if anybody is better, it's black, but it's probably still within drawing range. No.
Check. Check.
And here he has to be careful. This idea of attacking the pawn is simple, but he went here. If he goes for this, I mean, I have this idea, but I'm not sure that it is enough. Like here, is this winning somehow? I don't know. I have some ways maybe to improve him, like get this here and a5 and so on. You can do all kinds of things. If it wins, not sure. Yeah, about here, I'm just picking up all the pawns. Yeah, interesting game here against bcnv. Okay guys, thanks for watching.